One day, I was tired of walking, so I decided to catch a cab. I raised my hand in the air and waited to be called on by the cab. There was an Indian chief who also needed a ride and stood next to me, hailing a cab as well. He had a pipe in his mouth, a decorative pipe, and I wasn't completely sure if he was a real Indian, but the pipe did begin to smoke, and it was real smoke, and it smelled pungent and rose to the sky, as most smoke does. Soon, a bird fell from the sky. The bird seemed to have died, and since I wasn't accustomed to such experiences, I quietly uttered under my breath, "Oh my." The bird let a little cough out of his chest, having inhaled the smoke, which looked quite a bit like the mushroom that the atomic bomb produced in the desert. Pretty soon, a cowboy came and stood with me and the Indian chief. He had 2 guns in his holsters, although I weren't completely sure they are real. He had a nose as well that made him look a little bit like Owen Wilson in A Night at the Museum. I could feel the tension between the Indian and the cowboy. Pretty soon, the cowboy took a pipe out and began to smoke as well. His smoke was thicker and equally as pungent. I thought, where am I? Italy? Under my breath, I whispered, "Cappuccino." The cowboy's smoke too rose into the sky, which told me that it too was real smoke from real tobacco. Pretty soon, another bird, this one smaller and less aggressive than the larger bird that had died because of smoke, fell to the ground. Not used to such things, I said once again, "Oh my." The small bird let out a soft sigh of smoke. There was a wind in the air, and all of a sudden above me I noticed that the 2 people's smoke had mingled and created a smoke bird. And once again I said, "Oh my." All of a sudden, from behind me, a friend of the Cowboys raised his gun in the air as if to shoot the smoke bird, and I wasn't sure if the gun was real or fake like the cowboy was. He let loose from his gun projectile. Still not sure if it was fake or not, I said to myself, figures. That figures. Fake cowboy, fake gun. I should have realized it. Plus, he would have messed the bird anyway with his fake gun bullet. Then I said, "Fake gun? Yeah, fake smoke bird." Despite being fake, the gun let off a loud sound, and it scared a nun so badly that she tripped and fell, and her bag spilled, and much to our surprise, it was a bird, a dead bird. In the back of my mind, there was music. It may have had to do with the nun. It was Mika. Although I couldn't recall his face, I knew distinctly that it was his voice. Grace Kelly. Then my taxi came, and I got a ride home.